Welcome to Cold Fire News. A sixth person has died at Disney World in less than 3 months. Can you believe it? The happiest place on Earth is turning into a spooky season. It's like Disney is auditioning for a horror movie called The Haunted Kingdom. So listen to this. On January 2nd, right after everyone's New Year's hangover, deputies found a body at Disney Springs. Yep, the shopping center where you can splurge on overpriced Mickey ears. Just picture this scene. You're strolling around, trying to decide if you want that $70 t-shirt or the $100 churro, and boom, there's a body. Talk about a buzzkill. The Orange County Sheriff's Office confirmed this grim find at around 9 p.m. Imagine the sheriff showing up, looking at the scene, and muttering, "And I thought my job was going to be all about catching thieves in mouse costumes." They said the incident is being investigated as a possible suicide. So, no updates for the weekend, which means they'll probably just keep the ride going and hope no one screams too loud. But wait, that wasn't the first death at Disney recently. Oh no, we have a whole series of unfortunate events here. Let's rewind back to October, where it all started. On October 14th, a 31-year-old named Summer Eckwitz was found dead from an apparent suicide at Disney World's Contemporary Resort. Now that's a resort I'd expect to see on Extreme Makeover Haunted Edition. Then, on October 21st, a man in his 60s had a medical episode at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Can you imagine? He's out there camping, probably trying to roast marshmallows for a s'more, and instead, he gets transported to a hospital. That's not the kind of magic we're used to at Disney. And just 2 days later, on October 23rd, we saw another tragedy. A 28-year-old aspiring football referee, Matthew Alacone, reportedly jumped from the 12th floor of the Contemporary Resort. I guess he thought he could fly like Peter Pan, but he took flying high to a whole new level. Not the kind of touchdown you want, folks. Fast forward to November 2nd to be precise. A woman in her 40s was found unresponsive at Disney's Pop Century Resort. If you ever thought you could pop out for a good time and come back alive, this might change your mind. Then, just 6 days later, on November 8th, another unidentified guest was found dead at Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. I mean, what's going on? Are we gonna need a safety warning sign at the entrance? Enter at your own risk. Magic may include unexpected deaths. You gotta love the irony here. Disney markets itself as the most magical place on Earth, but lately, it feels like a dark comedy sketch. It's like the ghost of Walt Disney is looking down and thinking, well, this wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I designed Space Mountain. Alana Mastrangelo from Breitbart News is covering these stories, and she's probably wondering if she's writing for a news outlet or a script for the Twilight Zone. Honestly, the way things are going, they might want to add a new ride called the Grim Reaper's Journey. So, as you plan your next trip to Disney World, maybe pack a little extra caution along with those sunscreen and Mickey ears. It's not just about meeting princesses anymore. You might want to check for specters too. Gotta love the thrill of park hopping, now with extra drama. Disney World is famous for its rides that take you on wild adventures. But who knew the real roller coaster was the tragic series of events? Let's just say if you hear a ride operator saying, "Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times," you might want to take that a little more seriously. In conclusion, folks, while Disney may be the place where dreams come true, it's also a reminder that life is unpredictable, even in the happiest place on Earth. So while you're there enjoying the magic, don't forget to look over your shoulder. Who knows what kind of spooky surprises might be lurking behind the castle? There you have it, a tale of the bizarre happening at a place where kids are supposed to be dreaming big, and instead, we're left with ghost stories to tell. Just remember, if you hear someone shout, "We're all mad here," it might be the Cheshire Cat, or it could just be the latest Disney fan having an existential crisis. Support us with your like and subscription.